A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and elsewhere. To my friends in India, Africa, Australia, England, and my critics all over America, whatever, friends and critics alike. I am not going to apologize for the few weeks I was not on the set to give my views, but I want you to understand one thing. I believe in a God, and I also believe in the authority. So, God will not talk to me with voice, but give me vision. But my authority will call me and say where to go, where not to go. But let me be honest with all of you. Georgetown, Guyana, my dear God, I want to take a pleasant minute or two to congratulate Glenn Lowell, a man who releasing the video speaking the truth, telling you things like, you will fight your neighbor for a piece of land. You will fight for this, fight for that. But here comes Exxon taking away your wealth, and might leave you down in time to come in poverty. You are doing nothing. Between you and I, he's not wrong. But I must admit one thing and advise Mr. Glenn Lowell, blame not the buyer, but blame the seller. As you might be aware, Mr. Glenn Lowell, Exxon did not come and take anything without a consent from the PPP and the PNC as APNU. And therefore, all 65 members of parliament, where one might be an Amerindian, one might be a mixed race, and the rest is Indian and black, have committed a crime beyond humanity in a nation, in a country that really don't belong to two major races. And I will say it without an effing apology. You, the black man, talk about racism. What the white man do to your people, but you inheriting everything that come out of it. And modern European as white people have nothing to do with the past. When your ancestor was a slave master, king and queen who killed Jesus and Muhammad had to declare war on them. Think before your effing mouth. But I want to be honest. You out of Africa should go down on the knee and thank the European for bringing your ancestor out. Today you have three-piece suit, collar and tie, guitar playing with electrical guitar, saxophone, electric drum. You drive in Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar, cars, helicopters and planes, so a nice house and swimming pool, and making millions and billions kicking balls as soccer or basketball, while back in Africa, if the European didn't enter, you'd be playing with your black balls. And I have no apology to this. Civilization had a part to play. I want to ask you, the black race first, because I got your blood in me. If God happens to make the Garden of Eden and was black people, why a father make something to suffer it after? Something went wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Was it because Adam didn't listen? And that bullshit about eating the apple is a blasted lie. Where is the apple tree? Is the apple suddenly disappear? I don't buy that, man. Stop listening to them garbage. I'm a priest too. I will present my license to all of you. So you, the black people out of Africa, stop talking about slavery and you're asking for emancipation unless you got constipation. You blaming the European as the white man. Modern day, are they responsible for the past? But your ancestors, were they responsible for the slave trade with the Arabs? Come on, man. Why the Chinese don't have this problem? Why the East Indian of India don't have this problem? But I'm going to tell you the Indian problem. You black people out of Africa, without an apology, you are the most racist people in existence of the 24th century out of Mother Africa. You should happy that the European brought you out. Who you think was the European? preachers? Doctors? No! They were effing criminals from prison that they send out on ships to conquer whatever they do and come back there welcome like Sir Walter Raleigh. He gets served when he was one of the biggest pirate thieves in robbing the pirate ships, and take it to England, and the Queen great-grandmother tell he go down Raleigh and put a sword over here and call his sword. Well, imagine if I thief, you call me a thief. Why not call me sword thief? You hypocrites. You black people got to stop this bullshit about slavery. Your women today are wearing see-through drawers, panties, see-through drawers, G-string, lipstick, rouge, eyelash, putting tattoo on their skin. Is that was your tradition? No. But your ancestors sold your great ancestors out. The white man didn't go there kidnap nobody. Take it from me, they were going to India for silk. Think of it. And spices. It was a mistake, maybe by God make it happen. The wind blew them to the shore of Africa. Many was eaten by cannibals. And if somebody capture a lion or tiger from the jungle, you think it will capture easy and attack. You got to beat it, overcome it, lock it up, and then you deal with the children like what the European done. And when you talk about slavery, who was the most? You black people out of Africa 100 years ago. I got your blood in me. You may not like what I'm saying, but I'm telling you here today. Stop criticizing the future and work together and make it better and help Mother Africa where your ancestor came from. Do you know how many millionaires and billionaires in America in your black race? Anybody give anything to Mother Africa? Only Oprah. Only Oprah. As I'm aware of. Come on. All them track boots and all you have paying 1,500, 1,000. I ain't calling him. Did them brothers give anything? They know the Chinese labor is slave labor. You bloody hypocrites. Wake the hell up and accept the truth. If it was not for the European, would you have a Burnham? Would you have a Rodney? A U.C. Guyana? A Desmond Hoyt? Well, I would call Obama black because his mother was white, father was black. He's a mixed race like me, a zebra, a cosmopolitan. So when you black people say, black man rule America, come up with that bullshit, was a mixed race. No, black race as African descendant came is a half and half. Half European, half African. And if you want to know the truth, Abraham Lincoln was more blacker than him. Because according to history is alleged, the woman in the house was a caretaker, a black beautiful woman, and Abraham's mother, the white woman who married his father, couldn't get pregnant, so he went to bed with the housekeeper, who was a black woman. So when you come to compare it, it's alleged, his mother was a black woman, Abraham, father was a white man, he set the black man free. While Obama, mother was a white woman, Kenyan, a black man, was his father, he signed homosexuality. Think of the reality. Friends, I have nothing against what people do. God will judge them all, not me. Now coming back to Georgetown, Guyana. You black people, stop this bullshit. Because in Guyana, among the 6 races, you are the racist. I, George Correa, tell you here, you are the racist. Out of 200 and something thousand of you, 70,000, God can open heaven and allow honorable, loving, kind, devoted. God could keep them. The rest is miserable. Hatred, jealousy, corruption, and full of racism. And that's you for the black man. Let me deal with you, Indian. Don't feel you get up. You Indian are not racial, but you all are corrupt, vindictive, covetous, spiteful, ungrateful, very jealousful. You kill your own mother, your father, your brother. You go to the obeah man to destroy one another. And you lie and you cry more than a rainfall to put people in prison. You love to take land and fight for land that don't belong to you. You coolie bastards, Indian. But yet for all, they're decent one among you, like the black. But I give between 65 to 70,000 the black honorable people. And in the Indian race time, I give y'all 5 to 7,000 decent and honorable. All you Indians are miserable, covetous, vindictive, spiteful, ungrateful, and very fucking corrupt. I am telling you here today, I got both blood in me and others. But you pick up the Ramayana, the Hindu book. Well, I can understand if you're a Hindu and you don't understand, not I can't blame you because your book that God gives to you is Bhagwan. It is raw. That means you're immature yet. So I forgive you. Throw that fucking book in the corner and get education. And you, the Muslim, who call yourself the believer of Islam and want to follow the Prophet Muhammad, I hope you all know he was a black man, if you're an Indian. Given where he come from, he couldn't be a Chinese or a European. He was a black person, an African. And by the way, not an African, there was another name for that continent. Check Google. You'll get the name. It's European, the Greek, the Romans, and the European give it that name, African. But the only difference between the Indian and the black people are more honorable, more loving, more devoted, more kind. But you got ignorant jackass amongst the rest that make the decent one look bad, but the decent one keep away from them. You, the white-black race, stop it. There was a man by the name of Martin Luther King. He had a dream, but it was a Jamaican man who was the man who said, let's go back to Africa. What's his name, my brother, Jamaican? Marcus Garvey. Marcus Messiah Garvey. He said the black man must return to Mother Africa. Many went with him and went to a place named Liberia. And when they arrived, they treat the native worse than the white man ever treat them in the plantation, in the cotton field, in the United States of America. Go there and find out. I'll pay your effing ticket. And if I'm wrong, or why you kill me, and if I'm right, may I kill you? But you Indian bastards, the two diseases in the country. Indians are not racist. They are corrupt. I'd rather deal with a racist because he was misled according to what you were told. But a corrupt person is genetic. You have to change for God's sake. Guyana does not belong to Indian and black people, Portuguese and Chinese. It belongs to the native Amerindian and mixed race. Since you, the black man, claiming emancipation every year, I call upon President Ali to ban it. And if you protest, take you and your family and send you back to Africa. Because you're Guyanese, descendant of Africa. And if the Indian claim day of arrival, line them up and ask for the visa and the passport, it fucking run out. I have to use these words so you can penetrate into y'all. Send them back to India if they want that day of holiday. Because if the Quran, the Bible is truth, I don't know much of the Ramayana because the mind raw. My mind is beyond that. I'm not knocking you Hindu religion. But you Hindu people better wake up. Y'all are hypocrites. Y'all don't like Muslim, Christian, and others. Is that your God? Is this whole world must be Hindu before Krishna, Sita, Ram, and Lakshman accept us with Hanuman? That's why Hanuman was burning down fucking Lanka. I said it. So all you pandit with your dhoti, y'all are hypocrites. Speak the truth. Like those preachers in the three-piece suit, 10%. God didn't ask for no 10%, then he should be the richest man in the world. And did any one of you see God? Did any one of you see Lucifer the devil? No. But hypocrite said, George, why are you so revengeful? Leave it to God. Vengeance is God, said the Lord. When y'all get him, actually, George, Emmanuel Correa say, why he throw the fucking devil and his angels out of heaven and throw him on earth to deal with us when the two of them is permanently and you and I are temporary. Think of it. Hypocrites, open up your eyes, your ears, and your mind. There is a God. And there is a devil. He lived between both of us, all of us. There's no such thing as a white man, a black man. Where's the brown man, the yellow man, the purple man, and the green man? Hypocrites. God said in the Holy Quran, the Bible, and the Torah, He made man in His own image and likeness. And that is why we should accept that. But today, you in Guyana, 200-something thousand Indians, 200-something thousand blacks. You're ruling a country that don't belong to you, exploit the Amerindian, taking the fucking land. I said it. To me, it's not a bad word, eh? Because a Chinese man not too far from your Guyana Parliament building had a supermarket named Chin Yet Fuck. I win the case from Nama Jackman magistrate in the Supreme Court like that. All right? I will sign it. If I cannot prove it, kill me. But if I can I kill you? Bastards! Every crime you all committed against any innocent man or woman, it shall be reopened, and you all would not like the outcome. If God could throw Lucifer and his angels out of heaven and throw them amongst us, and He is God, why must I leave you to Him when I should get rid of you and your family? Think of it. I am temporary. If you kill me today, 2 months after, my enemy will say, good for your ass. The innocent will say, God rest him dead in peace. Imagine your dead got to rest in peace, not your soul. My dear God, hypocrites. Wicked teaching. But I call upon you, the young generation in Guyana, Indian and Black, unite. The 65 members of Parliament is your enemy. They are nobody to you to legislate law to you. Every Guyanese family deserves a piece of land and 50,000 to 75,000 US to build your dream house. Every man must hold responsibility for his children. I don't want to hear child mother and child father. You're not blasted sheep, goat, and pig, breeding and horse. Come on. Civilization got far to go, man. Now let me deal with the most crucial thing. I have seen the other day, Mr. Kemraj Ramjatan resigned. And he stated a nice paragraph. He do that to give the younger generation an opportunity to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, the only way you get rid of cancer is to kill it, or it kill you. Ramjatan was kicked out. I believe so. That's my effing belief, because he locked up an innocent man. Make sure that an order is, I can say he because he do it. He was security minister. Because I, George Correa, say, how could black people so stupid to take these two Indian Nagamutu, Ajinomutu, and Mr. Ramjatan, who grew up to hate black people after what happened in the 60s. They were all PYO members, it's alleged. And how could you take them to join your party when they grew up to hate you? Y'all are stupid as black people. But my word didn't go far. I even said AFC, after fooling the country, are fooling the coolie. They join y'all. Mr. Desmond Hyde kick out Tratman. I don't hear about Tratman. I don't know PDCs. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't trouble me, I don't trouble you. And I want Mr. Ali Bharat, the Attorney General, and whoever is the leader of not now PNC or APNU, whatever. America gets what America wants. Y'all might kill me, where y'all going? Your whole family gonna answer that shit, yeah. We don't wait on God, we will give you to Him, because we want vengeance. We don't want money. You don't touch us, we don't touch you. You don't fuck with us, we don't fuck with you. Why a coolie could bark like a home dog, and a black man ready to take the street, demanding slavery and emancipation, and fucking other nation, and then when people talk, y'all should forget it, it's too long. Well then, if 1962 or 61, what happened to the people in Maja, Haituni, Mackenzie, Wisma, Buxton, Pleasance, then Amstel, and 2 years ago in East Coast, where due to the death of the Backer's son, they beat up the Indian market, where a woman claimed $3 million in Pelori and chutney, and y'all are talking? Let it be known. And I have a message for President Ali. President Ali, I got this message for you, whether you take it or not. Diplomacy will conquer the world. Ignorance will destroy you. Be careful how you speak to the people in your country who are still there paying tax and put you in power. I look at a video where you insult a half Amerindian mixed with black and Amerindian, where you ask him how old is he, if he have a house, and you turn back and the way you said it is totally wrong. It is not late to apologize to the nation. It's an Amerindian fucking country. And every crime committed by black and Indian against the Amerindian shall be resurfaced. Everything committed against the innocent mixed race, innocent black people, or Indian like yourself, it shall be reopened. Where are you going to run to? Calcutta? Karachi? Bangladesh? Pakistan? I hope you understand America gets what America wants. All right? And I wanted to know what's going on. I have nothing against you. Because what Burnham has allowed in Guyana in the 60s, when he get power with Digar give him 7 seats and coal 8. He had 18, PPP had 22. But Burnham and Jagan was working together, ask Joey. And Nagamutu said in Queens. Now let me tell you why Ramjatan resigned. My opinion, after I made a video explaining that he locked up a certain man innocently because what I speak. Well, let this fucking minister hear. If I speak the wrong thing you do and you go against my family, you think I must allow you to live in Brooklyn? Chicago? I'm asking a question here. You fuck minds and others because they speak out against your wrong thing. You use it against your children. So what they must do with yours? If we cannot live together as one in peace, we shall go out in pieces. Maduro wants 60% of the country. America is holding you together. We are servant of the United States. What do we want? Ramjatan resigned because I think when I heard that the jail was on fire, when my son was in it, Ramjatan, if he did that, you'd start get body in fucking bag. But even though you resign, you go to us. Let it be known to the PNC and the APNU. I don't know why black people mix him with y'all when y'all was kicked out of PPP. Y'all couldn't be president or prime minister and they hug y'all up like Judas the Carrot. When black people ain't got sense, I think y'all should be smarter than these Indian bastards. But let it be known to y'all. If you don't hurt us, we won't hurt you. And listen to our name. Brazil full of Portuguese. Venezuela full of them too, you know. And in America. And over 73,000 white people born in Guyana. And Guyana is not India and Africa. So I'm calling upon you, the young black man and woman in Guyana. Why I don't speak about the Portuguese, the Chinese, the Amerindian, and the mixed race. Isn't that amazing? The two diseases. Why y'all don't stop your nonsense and unite? And let the country be a country of progress, love, and affection, and open up the door to Mother Africa and India, where your ancestor came from. And all race is accepted. No race is better than another. It's the human race. Not black life matters and other people might life is not matters. And for you, the ignorant black man in Guyana, what you all do to the Amerindian and Indian and other race, don't hide it. For the curse of darkness shall behold your grandchildren and children. Indian people are not racist, eh? Y'all are the racists. Indian are corrupt, covetous, spiteful, revengeful. Listen, man, I could give you so many names about them that you might be surprised to know if it's human being. They're worse than effing cancer, AIDS, syphilis. They don't forget what you do to them. Now, I was made to understand from some family and friends, Burnham dead, Jagan dead, they should forget the past. But if you rape my daughter, kill my fucking father, kill my mother, I don't care what race you are, you think I must leave yours? I'm asking a question. I have nothing against President Ali and Mr. Barrett Jackdio and Nandalal. As far as I'm concerned, you only move with them for now. Because in anything in business is corruption. No business is 100% straight. And black people are crying out in Guyana. I don't take side for nobody. Say, look what the Coolie government getting rid of the black people and giving Indian. Was not Burnham do the same? Only hide a black man. He changed it. And David Granger sit down and I make a joke on Sharma. David, Ranger, the country in danger. If you're looking for a ranger, I can be the man. But he listened to Nagamutu. And he listened to the security minister. But let me know to you, Ramjatan. Present that letter that was given to you from your investigator, because I record that conversation. And Nagamutu, I got your letter. You are second in command, you're going to soon dead, bastard. But before you die, I beg God for you to play with your shit and eat it. And the woman on the East Coast that I pardon, that carried my son to that court with a corrupt black lawyer only see money. I wish your grandchildren and children suffer your sin. Y'all are wicked, evil, devious, corrupt. And let me tell y'all, I'm coming to Guyana, y'all could kill me. The U.S. will fucking take that country overnight. Y'all will like it. Where y'all going? We don't thief, we don't sell drugs. I have to congratulate Glenn Lal. Glenn Lal released a video. How are you fighting for land, fighting your mother and father, and he right. And look what the ex-son doing. But the only thing I'm mad with him about, not mad, I want to advise him, don't blame the buyer, blame the seller. Blame your politician who sell your country, sell your future. Because you all want handout. They give the crumbs of the bread while they got the baker shop and the wheat field. You illiterate bastards. Wake up! All the magistrate, judge, prosecutor, police that harm us, we got your name, we have address. I asked the U.S. consulate, the Canadian, the English, CARICOM, once your name presented, deny you the visa because you have to stand your fucking trial. Ayatollah Khomeini killed 100 and something thousand like y'all. Congratulations to the new leader in Iran. Congratulations to the new Labour Party in England, when a Coolie Prime Minister denied the people protesting in England, the Palestinians against what Israel doing. He started lock them up, arrest them, all things is alleged. Glad they replace him, because Hindus don't like Muslim. And according to information is alleged, his wife is the billionaire or trillionaire because they're involved in BP. But let me tell all of you who call in the Coolie government in Guyana an apartheid system. How could you explain under Burnham 90-something% of the civil servant was all black? In a country where you only 200-something thousand, the truth shall set you free, brothers. I got more blood in me, black and Indian and others. I would not hesitate to kill my own fucking mother, brother, and children for justice. But I will negotiate to see if I can make a a solution if they have done wrong. But if you do wrong to me, once I shake your hand and say, leave you to God, I send you to fucking meet him. I tell you here today, my training, and we are servants of the United States, from Iraq to Afghanistan. I hope you all understand. And America gets what America wants. You don't see every time you got a problem, Jimmy Carter came the last time in 92, and he put Jagan in power. How long did he last? Let Dr. Dan Paul give you the video. When Dr. Dan Paul say, Jagan is ready like Freddie for the next election, and Christina asked me, Karai, you hear that? I say, he's right. He's ready for the fucking graveyard. He died 2 months after. Check it out. I don't thief, I don't sell drugs, I don't want what nobody got. I'm a beggar. I beg for sex. I beg for food. I beg for everything. I'm begging to go to heaven. How long must I continue begging? So I'm begging you all here today, final. Unite for God's sake. Indian and black, modern generation. 65 members of parliament is not your friends. And all corrupt police, military, and others who's taking advantage on innocent people, everybody have your name and they know who wrong to them. I think it is time for a new government. The People's Party. A National Front government where there won't be Kuli Party, PNC or Abnu Black Man Party. No! It must be the People's Government. So I predict and I propose a party, PFFB, People's Fight for Betterment, led by an Amerindian man or woman, followed by a mixed race, a Chinese and a Portuguese, a black and an Indian. And then we can deal with it. Change the court system. Guyana do not have a judicial system. All right? Because if they had a judicial system, plenty who raped the Amerindian from the police to the army to ministers, as is alleged, they should have been in jail, or the bottom of the jail, or maybe lay somewhere in the swamp, planting rice. What you think? Or mining fish? You wicked bastards. And y'all talking? Another thing for you Indian in Guyana. The black race came from Africa. I don't hear that go on like y'all. Y'all come from India. Y'all sing and dance. Does any one of you understand the language? Or speak it or write it? Come on. You are Guyanese. You are not Indians. You are the descendant of India. Open up the door to India and bring the less fortunate. But you must follow the law. No religion is better than another. And open up to Ghana and Africa and the Caribbean, the people who opened up the door to you in the past, and make it be known, all effing life matters. And every Guyanese must return back home, get land to build a house, invest in the future of the grandchildren. That is why I congratulate Mr. Glenn Law about the land problem, how you will kill your own for a piece of land, but loving Exxon, which he wrote. There is a politician sell the country. Then he showed one the other day that I admire, with a snake, and one of those little, I can't recall what it is, I don't think it's a mongoose, by the way. What's the name of that little thing in the park? Squirrel. Fighting to save his young against a tyrant snake. And if a squirrel could risk his life with a poisonous snake to save the young, you Indian and black allowing your son to go down, daughters to become hoes, use and abuse. So my friend, I wanted to thank you all for listening. Hey, come on, give me that. I want you all to thank you all for listening. I'm sorry I was off. But I want to see every Guyanese family get house, land, money. I have seen on the video, Facebook, they're bulldozing house, knocking down house with Amerindian and black children mixed together. Hold on. Man, in a word, keep on speaking the truth, Mr. Correa. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you very much. Now let's deal with Mohammed since I bring up Mohammed here. I see a sanction from the U.S. against Mr. Mohammed. the richest gold man in Guyana, as they say, plus a friend I saw on Facebook again, of the vice president. How can America sanction Mr. Mohammed in a country when they don't have the flag there? That should be in the Guyana government interest, not the United States, to step into a country economical affair on fraud. Mr. Mohammed did not fraud the United States. He fraud the Guyana government because it's alleged all of them taking bribe in the country. So I don't blame the man. If Satan could bribe Jesus and Mohammed and could get to go to heaven, you don't think he will be nice? You fucking hypocrites. And I use the word for y'all because maybe when I use the bad word, y'all ears open big. Oh my God, here he cursing. That's not a curse. It's a figure of speech, you bastards. A curse is if I wish you bad, like I wish the magistrate, the judge, the prosecutor, not the police, they're doing their job. That stripped my son and beat him. But that black woman on the West Coast across the bridge made her private parts rotten and her children eat from the garbage of the streets. Because of money? Who's Ramjatan? He did not resign according to me because he wanted to make room for younger people. He resigned because Abnu maybe now started to get sense and realize that traitor and bold when Karaya been telling them how foolish is a black man to hug up Judas. If he could sell Jesus for 30 silver. And you know, see, according to the news again, it's alleged, Ramjatan takes Charan Das Prasad to the airport. Where's Nagamutu? Let me let it be known to all of you, America gets what America wants. And if y'all think y'all are the only one who kill people and disappear them, go back and sleep here. Have a nice dream and a nightmare. But the PPP government going to stay there. Because Burnham become the second richest black man in the time. And yes, Cooley love to thief. They love to lie. Like I tell you a story and I can tell you again to bring back your effing memory. England had one of the greatest thieves in prison. They were ruling India. Portuguese had Goa. The Spanish had a little piece, but they had to run out. India and America and England had a contest between thieves. Who got the world's greatest thieves? England said we got the greatest, India said we got the greatest. So they take the Englishman out of the prison. They tell him everything is all right, he's free, he got a house, he got some money. So they put him on a steamship, send him to India. When he arrived, they give you a bag full of counterfeit pounds and their money at the time. And every state of India, the white man as a European was walking, but he had bodyguard watching. All the hotel they were there, even some of the servants who cleaned in the room was agents of the British. He spent over 2 years in India. India. Nobody touched his suitcase according to him. So he was leaving back to Mother England on the steamship. When he arrived at the port with the ambassadors and everybody, he see an old beggar sitting in the corner begging. No mommy, no papi. So he had about 10 English pounds and a few rupees and he gave it to the old man. And the old man looked at it and said, let me check it, buyer. He said, why you have to check it? That's right. The man replied, because all what you got in them 2 suitcases is counterfeit. Friends, who got the greatest thief? So you Indians are known to be thieves around the fucking world. Idi Amin put out 1 million of you. Burma burning you out. Y'all even divide Pakistan from India. Then you have Afghanistan. Then you got Bangladesh. Hey, y'all are very lucky people. You have Pakistan, but y'all can't understand. You have Afghanistan, but yet no understand. You have Bangladesh. Y'all have the first TV equipment in this. Oh, my God. Huh? Think of it. I'm not knocking you. I got your blood in me. But it is time for civilization, ladies and gentlemen. Let's unite and make Guyana the stepping stone that Muhammad, Jesus, and Musa can come. Abraham and Noah. It is your time to do it. And Mr. Ali, for insulting that young Amerindian mixed with black about the AIDS and he get a piece of land, I think you owe the nation an apology. And I want you to understand, to be arrogant in nations does not put you nowhere. What you do in the UN and what you do in England is not accepted. And believe it or not, you might only have the title president, but you are really what I call somebody running the country. Joe Biden is your effing president. Take it from me. All right? Try something. Even though Barrett studied in Russia and Ramata was signing agreement, is alleged, with Mr. Maduro, communism wouldn't hit Guyana. All right? And Mr. Glenlaw, stop blaming Exxon. Blame your politician and blame the coolie and the black man who vote race. That is why the country is going through that. But you're doing a wonderful job. All right? And therefore I call upon the United States government to disarm the Guyana police force military and make their presence. Because maybe one day we're going to wake up and Guyana, Venezuela unite, and the communist flag will be flying in the country. And I'm coming. I heard y'all want to kill me. Now listen, I'm ready to death, so I'm coming. But don't make that mistake, Ali. Bharat and Mr. Nandalal and the killer, I'll wake up in your bedroom next to you and your wife. You wouldn't like it here. Find out who I am. And for Mr. Mohanlal, Ali, who taking land, who bribing judges, all of you gonna run mad soon. America gets what America wants, and nothing lasts forever. And you don't die and take what you thief with you to the grave. You take the good and the bad. So with this, I want it to be known to my Guyanese counterparts. Stop calling the coolie government apartheid when 90-something% civil servant was ruled by black people under Burnham. Height make a difference. The coolie just corrupt. Don't call a snake a rabbit or a sheep. Call it what it is. And don't call a wolf or tiger. Call it what it is. You, the black man, come off of your race stock. And you, the coolie, stop being corrupt, covetous, vindictive, and spiteful, and unite. You, the decent one, have nothing to do on both sides. Let's unite, put Guyana forward, and let's form a national front government. And I said it clear. The people's power, no dictator. All right? And that is all I can say for today after so long. If I offend you, I apologize wholeheartedly. But I love my country. I'm a Guyanese by blood and heart. And I'll be back Wednesday. And thanks to the United States government for starting to shut the light, but Mr. Mohammed should be free because he didn't defeat America. Guyana government should deal with that. That is to show you you don't have a president in Guyana. You just have a name. Because look what happened with Venezuela with sanctions. Iraq. Look Iran. Look Libya. Friends, let's unite and make this world better. And for the people in Palestine, my heart goes out to you, and for the decent Jews, peace be unto all. May God be with all of you. Goodbye and good luck.